Bitcoin is trading at $102,000. What a great start to 2025. The bull market is back on, or is it? In this video, I want to do a bit of an update on the Bitcoin chart, on the weekly chart, what we can expect here. So let's dive straight in. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Dirk. Hit the subscribe button, follow my page on Instagram so you do get these future updates. Smash the like button, share it with your friends. Let's dive straight into it. So what we have here, this is the daily chart of Bitcoin, and you can see here it is January 6th, it is Monday, and this is the first kind of week where we're starting to get back to normal a little bit after the holidays, after the new year. A lot of people are back to work, and I think what we're seeing here is that there's just going to be this allocation towards Bitcoin. People know how well Bitcoin performed in 2024. We are in this bull cycle. Everything is still positive. It's looking like Donald Trump is going to be president for the next 4 years. The inauguration is later this month on January 20th. And I think there's just overall a very bullish tone towards Bitcoin. And I think more and more people are just going to allocate at the beginning of the year towards Bitcoin. And that could lead to more buying pressure, which could lead to just continuation of this bull market. Okay, so what we can see here is we had a bit of a boring holiday season, as is to be expected. We had basically just this range over here between 92, and then obviously we hit that all-time high of 108. But we've been stuck in this. We haven't really swept it. That would have been a possibility, of course, even that we could get something like that. But we didn't get that, which is actually probably more bullish even, because it means that we still have this bullish market structure where we didn't even make a lower low over here. So we got these lows that were nicely protected, but we are not in the clear yet, because we have this danger potentially where we have this Fibonacci golden pocket over here, where you can see we are right at that level. Then you can see there's this kind of gap between this candle here and the top of this candle, the bottom of this one. That is an inefficiency, or otherwise known as a fair value gap. And you can see over there that kind of lines up with this level. So we are now in a position where the bulls are going to be put to the test. As you can see over here, this high now has been taken, and we have a strong candle here. There's no denying this. This is a massive daily candle. Obviously, depending on where it closes, there's still like 7 or 8 hours left until the daily close. So, you know, if this were to drop back all the way down to under 99,000 for the daily close, that would obviously completely change the picture. But assuming that it does close over here, which we'll know by tomorrow, we can say this is obviously very, very strong. And we're going to have to wait and see here what is going to happen. Because if we reject over here, there's still a chance that we can still sweep these lows over here. That is still a possibility. That would be the bearish case. But as soon as we flip this to support, I think we do continue to new all-time highs over here. So that's going to be key, and that's basically this level here between, let's say, 104 and 105 over here. If we can get past that and flip that to support, I do think we see continuation here to the upside, which obviously would be very, very nice for all of us, because if Bitcoin can continue higher, maybe Ethereum finally plays catch up, and then we get all the altcoins to continue to move higher. So this is the chart that is the most important that I'm watching here, because it is going to be telling now, if this 4-year cycle is repeating, we should have the next 3 to 4 months be incredibly bullish and basically be potentially the complete blow-off parabolic top that we've been waiting for this bull market cycle, because we can assume that if this cycle repeats, you can see 12 months post-halving over there, 12 months post-halving. We are currently at 8 months after the last halving of April 2024. If the cycle continues one more time and we are looking at least 12 months after the halving, that puts us somewhere towards the end of March, or maybe even the end of April, which means the next 3 to 4 months, there's not much time left. That's 90 to 120 days. If everything goes smoothly with Donald Trump's inauguration and that all goes well, then maybe we're just looking at a complete blow-off top here in the next 3 to 4 months, which, if Bitcoin goes parabolic, How high it can go, I don't know, 140,000, 160, maybe 200,000. We'll have to wait and see. But if that happens, I would expect finally Ethereum to make new all-time highs, and then the rest of the altcoins also to have nice big pumps, which is what all of us have been waiting for and are looking for, to be able to exit our positions. And of course, this is something very important to keep in mind, because if it plays out in this way and things pump massively over the next 3 to 4 months, you should strongly consider your exit strategy. You should have that ready. When are you going to exit? When are you going to take profits? Because once the bull market peaks and we start a new bear market, everything goes way down. Altcoins drop 80, 90, even 99%. And you obviously don't want to be holding your altcoins through a 99% drop. That's just going to absolutely destroy the value of your portfolio, right? So you want to cash out when things are going up, when things are getting euphoric and parabolic. And personally, my timeline, my window here is the next 3 to 4 months to be able to get out of the market completely with my spot holdings. Maybe sooner than that. It really depends on how quickly these markets pump. But that is kind of the maximum time frame, end of March, maybe end of April at the latest. For me personally anyways, so not financial advice. You got to make your own decisions. But that is what I'm looking to do. So if we're looking at Ethereum over here, trading back at $3,729, this is getting interesting. You can see there is a lot of liquidity here above these highs, and I'm pretty sure these highs get taken out. And the question is when. Hopefully the answer to that is going to be very, very soon, within the next 3 months, maybe even within the next few weeks. So what we are looking for here is just for Ethereum to finally wake up, to take out these highs at just around $4,100, and to finally just also play catch up and go to new all-time highs. Personally, I would be very surprised if Ethereum does not make a new all-time high this bull market cycle. That is my expectation. I would like to see it do that. I would be very surprised if it doesn't. So that's obviously quite a move still. We're $3,700 right now. That would take us probably to well over $5,000 before the end of this cycle, and hopefully we are going to get to see that. And once Ethereum starts to move, I really suspect that once Ethereum starts getting back above the $4,100 level, but especially once it makes new all-time highs, I think we're just going to see a frenzy in altcoins where altcoins are really going to pump, and we see 5x, 10x, 20x in a lot of altcoins across the market. But keep in mind, once that starts happening, we are probably very, very close to the top of the bull cycle. Those parabolic pumps in altcoins, they don't last long. A few months at most, typically only a few weeks. And if you miss the point where you can sell, if you miss the pump, if you don't get out, if you don't have an exit strategy and you don't exit your positions, then you risk round tripping, you risk riding it all the way back down, missing the selling moment, not getting that moment again, and then we're in for another 2 or 3 year bear market. And if you miss the selling point and you don't sell at all and you don't hedge, you will get wrecked in the next bear market. So it is very, very important to have your exit strategy and your plan ready for when things go parabolic, where you're going to exit, what numbers, what levels. You need to plan that. And finally, keep an eye on Doge. I do believe here that we are going to see new all-time highs on Doge. I would expect that. I would expect Dogecoin to break above 75 cents, the previous all-time high of the last cycle. And hopefully that's going to happen pretty quickly. You can see once the money flows into altcoins, once Doge pumps, you can see how quickly this went. We went from 15 cents to 45 cents in a matter of just a few weeks. So it is completely possible that we go from current levels around 40 cents, 39 cents, all the way up to 74 cents, literally in a matter of several weeks. And that's how quickly it can go. And once again, like I just said, when that happens, be very, very cautious, because once Dogecoin and altcoins start to pump like that, we are probably very close towards the end of the bull market cycle. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn from me, if you want to join my VIP, the link is in the description down below. I'm probably going to close the doors for VIP, like completely close them for the coming months, or maybe even for the rest of the year, very, very soon. So if you want to join, the link is in the description down below.